Hi, Hugh McKenna from Asgard Athletics. This week we're going to be going over how to hit the bag properly. I know that a lot of you, when you're new, you get a little overwhelmed when you're told to shadow box or hit the bag on your own because you don't know what combinations to throw. You don't know where to throw them. You don't know when to throw them. And then, particularly on the bag, you don't know how to hit the bag at what range and where to keep your body in relation to the bag. And if the bag starts swinging, then things go off the rails and you have no idea what's going on. So I'm just going to give you a couple different tips that you can use to make this a lot easier for you. And I'm going to give you two different combinations that you can utilize in your bag work or your shadow boxing until you get comfortable with them, and then you can start adding more later. So the first thing you want to do is you want to get into a range on the bag where you're hitting your jab with a slightly bent elbow. I go over why this does more damage than hitting with like a straight arm in a previous video, but you want to hit here because your arm is moving at its greatest velocity and you're going to do some damage, right? And if you can hit your jab at this range, you can hit all of your other strikes, whether they're punches, okay, or base, all right? So the first thing you want to do is get to that range. You want to try and keep the bag in between your legs. All right. So if the bag starts moving at all, you just want to keep it in between your legs like this. Okay. So the bag is moving and I'm keeping the bag in between my legs. All right. Now, whenever I punch, I want to punch with these two knuckles and I want most of my impact to be there. It doesn't matter what the punch is. I want to primarily hit with those two knuckles. I don't want to hit with a bent wrist. I want my wrist straight. If I hit with a bent wrist, I'm going to hurt my hand or my wrist potentially. So uppercuts are really tough to hit on a bag that's not like one of those teardrop kind of bags. On a straight bag, uppercuts are a little weird and you're going to have to get used to it. So when you first start, I don't suggest throwing uppercuts on the bag. The two combos that I would suggest are the jab cross hook to a right low kick and the double jab cross to a left low kick or body kick. Okay. So the first combo, you're going to go jab, cross, hook. Then you're going to step through. You're going to pretend like there's a V that you're stepping on when you kick. You pivot outwards. You bring your leg across and then hit with your shin. When you hit, you want to hit with the top part of where a high sock would be. You don't want to hit with your foot, especially on a heavy bag. You're going to break your foot that way. So you're going to be here. The bag is in between your legs. You go jab, cross, hook, step out on that V, touch the bag with your right hand, and then kick. Okay. The other combination that you're going to want to do is double jab. So when you double jab, don't do this. Pull it all the way back. Jab, jab, and then cross. And then as you're retracting that cross, you're going to put your left hand on the bag. You're going to step out on that V again, just in the other direction this time. And you're going to throw your left leg low kick. Again, hitting with the lower part of the shin where a high sock would be. So I'm going to go double jab, cross, low kick. Okay. So either jab, cross, hook, right low kick, or double jab, cross, left low. Okay. Once you get comfortable with that, you can start playing with different heights. And that way you can use the same two combos to do a multitude of different combinations, right? So all of those punches we just threw were all to the head, right? If I change even one of them, it changes the combination a little bit. So if I go jab to the head, then I go two to the body, and then three back to the head, and I throw that same look, right? So I changed one thing, but I drastically changed the combo. The same is true for the other one. So if I go double jab, bolt to the head, I drop down two to the body, and now I come for that low kick, I've drastically changed the combo again. Okay? So I can start playing with different heights the more comfortable I get with those two basic combinations. And you can actually get a lot of mileage out of those two basic combos if you just change the heights, right? So I could change the height every single time, right? And I can also change the height on my kicks. So I can go jab, cross hook, all to the head, and then I can go to the body with a kick. Or I can go jab to the head, two to the body, three to the body, 10 and I come upstairs and go to the head. Okay. So you can get a lot of different combinations from two very simple combinations if you just start altering their height. And that way, you're throwing the same punches and kicks every time. You're just changing the target. And that way you don't get so overwhelmed by what you're doing in the bag. For me, for bag work, if you're doing a 2 or 3 minute round, I would spend the round doing just that one combination the whole time. And once you get comfortable with all the punches to the head and the low kick, I would start changing the height of those punches and kicks on each different combination. Then the next round, I would do the second combo. I would go double jab cross, and then my low kick with my left. And then once I get comfortable with that, I'm going to start changing the heights on those punches and kicks for the entire round. And then I'll alternate between those two for the next round, right? So for the first round, I'll go jab, cross, hook, right leg kick, any height. The second round, I'll go double jab, cross, left leg kick, any height. The third round, I'll start alternating them or just randomly throwing them, right? So I could go the first combo, right into the second combo, and then back to the first combo, and then right into the second combo. Or I could throw the second combo twice, right? And then the first combo. It doesn't matter. I just mix it up. Okay, so sometimes the bag starts going crazy and moving around, right? So you want to keep it in between your legs like this, and that way you're always in range to strike. All right. Now, if the bag starts really going nuts, you hit it on the way over, and then the swing will stop a little bit, right? So the bag is going crazy. You keep it in between your legs. But if it starts going really too crazy and you want to stop the motion, all you have to do is hit it when it's going in the same direction, right? So if it's coming towards my left, I'm going to hit it with my left, and then it'll stop the motion a lot. And that way you can get right back to your bag work nice and calm. Okay. Another thing you can work on is your range with the bag, right? So you don't always have to start right here where you can be in the fire, you're in range and you're able to punch, but also get punched. If you want to start working your way into range, you start at a range where you can't touch the bag at all. And you're either going to use your head movement or your jab to get inside, right? So you're here, right? You can just move your head and work your way in and then start throwing the same combos we were throwing before. Or you can jab your way in, right? You jab, jab. You see how I just inched my way in? Inch, inch. And now I'm in range and I can throw shots. Okay? So you don't always have to start right in front of the bag. You can start a little bit away, work your way in, throw whatever you want, get inside, right? Or you can just work some head movement, get inside that way, and then throw your combo. It's totally up to you. So once again, I'm Hugh McKenna from Asgard Athletics. Those are some tips on some basic bag work that you can do, especially when you first start. If you like this video, please subscribe to my page so you don't miss the weekly videos coming out. Also, give this video a like and comment if you can. It really helps me grow. Thanks.